Hello everybody, this is the guy with an accent and I'm back with another video. Today's topic will be why men shouldn't take dating coaches. The reason why I made this video is because it makes me sick to see how people are making money off desperate people. I will give you my honest opinion and some advices. I've noticed a pattern of desperate men reaching out to the so-called dating experts on how to talk to women. This is why I think it makes no sense. Let's start with my first point, which is there is no such thing as how to talk to women. We are all humans who are able to communicate with each other. There is no magic like all these so-called experts tell you on how to talk to women. It's all about your personality. They can teach you a million sentences and words, but it's really your personality that matters, aside maybe from your physical, appearance, because that's also an attraction. I'm not going to call myself an expert, but the best advice you can get is to be yourself and your own personality. A large group of people will not find you interesting in a physical or romantic way. That's just a fact. You have to accept that. That's not a shame. You have verbal and non-verbal communication. The truth is that it all goes natural. Of course, you can learn and grow as a person to become more confident and less shy. But remember, if it's too forced, then it doesn't matter because, like I said, personality is the most important thing. These things are good to know if you want to become a salesman. Then they may learn you a little tricks and stuff on how to negotiate, etc. And even then, your customers will see if your personality is real or it's fake. So my second point on why I think men shouldn't take dating coaches is desperate men seeking for women became an industry. We all have seen or read somewhere about an expert giving you all these secrets and details by taking classes or private lessons. The funny thing is, they will always charge you money for their so-called services. Well, actually, it's not really funny, but let's move on. For some people, it's a full-time business. It's their full-time job. So some men are so desperate for girls that they are willing to spend money for it. And to me, it sounds very ridiculous. But anyways, people notice this behavior, so they create a whole industry of making money off desperate men who are seeking for a partner. Think for a second. The dating market is controlled by women, which means, and with all the respect, that even ugly girls get hundreds of messages. So they are never worried about attention. Now, you desperate dogs need to understand that no dating expert can change your personality. They make money off it, so they want you guys to approach them. The more nonsense he can sell, the more money he makes. He will not give you the so-called magic tricks because he cares about you. He makes a living off you. So a lot of these desperate men still end up being sad, So my third point is do not take advice from women. This is a well-known phenomena, to ask women for advice because they are women, so they should know, right? The answer is no. The last humans you want ask advice are women, because women tend to contradict themselves a lot in this subject. They tell you one thing and do the exact opposite thing. I've seen so many women telling other men how they should be and whatever, and then when you look at their own boyfriends, they are exactly the opposite of what they are preaching and saying. There is a saying which is, don't ask a fish for advice on how to catch a fish in the ocean. Trust me, there is a reason why somebody came up with this example. I do not say don't listen to women, but you don't really want a woman to become your dating coach and giving you all the advices. Trust me. My next point, which brings me to my fourth point, number 4, is that they play with your emotions. And like I said, this is an industry, so they will do everything to get money off you. Remember, this is an industry of supply and demand. The reason why big superstars like professional musicians, big companies, people in sport, for example, like LeBron James or Lionel Messi, earn so much millions. Excuse me. But the reason why they earn so much millions is because they are unique in what they do. The reason why people are willing to pay $300, euros, or whatever currency for a Nike or Jordan shoe is because of the demands. So now these companies can charge a higher prices. This is all economics. I know these examples sounds pretty logical to you, and this is exactly what I'm talking about. The dating market is no difference. Most people put a label expert to themselves and start to coach others because the demand is very high. It's so high that they can charge you money for it. It's usually, it starts with some cliche advices they give you for free. They make the little videos and they gonna say you those cliches one. Hey, you wanna know how to get this girl? This is the reason why the girl don't talk to you. Because you're this, because you're shy, because you aren't funny, because you are like all these cliches, they give you for free, and then all these guys think, oh, you're right, it's true. Like, yeah, this is exactly why they don't approach me. Yeah, I'm like that. And once they do that, afterwards, they send you to their sites, and then you have to pay for the so-called services. And again, it's all about demand and supply. They can make money off your desperation, so that's what they do. I've seen, for fun, I've been looking, I've never paid for these things, but these guys, I've looked up on their sites with some so-called advices. It doesn't really make no sense to me. Like I said, these are all cliches. They are good at selling their nonsense. So I don't even know why people are so bothered about that. But anyways, let's go to my final point, which is number 5. And I will give you, and this is my advice that I can give you if you're one of those guys. And again, like I said, I'm not an expert, nor do I want people to think that I am. I'm not a dating expert and whatever. But I will give you an example about my own situation and experience with girls, which is I'm not a ladies' man or a Brad Pitt or whatever. However, that doesn't really bother me. I don't get all the girls in the world, but that's okay for me because that's not where I put my focus on. I've never had problems with approaching a girl and having fun with her or a relationship. I never used a magic word or technique or whatever, to approach a lady or having a relationship with somebody. Just my own personality. In fact, I'm a very calm guy. I'm naturally a quiet person, and over the years, of course, I became more vocal. But I'm always confident with myself. I am who I am. Take it or leave it. That's what I've always been. I can laugh with people. I'm not the best joker. I'm not a Kevin Hart, and that every joke that I make that people will laugh. I'm not 6 feet tall or whatever. Like I said, all these things. But it doesn't really bother me because I never really had problem with flirting. I don't do these stuff a lot anyways, but I'm just saying, all I'm trying to say is I'm just a regular guy, who is confident about himself, and I'm also happy with myself. I never use these special tricks or languages to get in a relationship or to speak to a girl or having a girl like me. These are all based just on my personality. And I know not every girl will like you. So that's why I think it's nonsense that people are, trying to sell you off these so-called, we have these tricks and magics on how we always approach girls and blah, blah, blah. That's nonsense. There is no magic or tricks. Just be yourself, That's my big advice that I can give you. When you go to clubs, you go for a good time with people, You don't go to clubs to searching for your next wife and whatever. You go to clubs to having fun with your people, relaxing and enjoying your time. And if by coincidence you find somebody who you will end up in a relation thing, that's a good thing. That's great for you. But do not force it. Don't go to clubs or whatever. And because the desperation will not help, and people will only make money off you. So that's why I even think, and I find it, like I said, it's funny, and at the same time, it's not funny, like how people can actually make money off you based on your desperation. So I hope you guys really listen to my advice on what I said about this whole industry. Um, so yeah, these were the points of why men shouldn't rely on the so-called dating coaches / experts. Did you like the video? Then please do not forget to hit the like button. I am the guy with an accent. Until next time, peace.